All right, I'm excited to share with you this painting that I made a while back. I don't love it. It was my very first time to do one with a hairdryer, and I don't love it. So we're going to paint over it. We're going to do what's called a swipe painting. And so what I did was I thinned my paints a little bit with some additional water in addition to the Floetrol. And I'm just going to pour them in stripes across my canvas. You can see I chose some very rainbowish kind of colors. So there I started with red, then orange, then yellow, and I'm just pouring them in a pretty straight line. This is, talk about easy painting. So we're just going to continue going over it. You don't really need to start with a base coat of paint on this one because you're going to put so much paint on the canvas anyway. There's purple, and I did want to show you that instead of using the paint that I had mixed, for the purple I used the Artist Loft Ready Mixed Pour Paint. So you're going to notice it reacts a little bit different when we do the swipe. So, do know that red paint is a metallic red. So you may see it react a little bit different too. Metallics are pretty, they sometimes make some beautiful cells. So there we have a blue turquoise color and a beautiful green, sea green. And so we're just going to keep pouring these across the canvas, covering up that whatever it happened to be. It just was really dark in the back and I didn't like it. So, and I think I had used too thick a paint, so we'll try that again. But this time we're going to do one of my very favorites, and that is the swipe painting. So I think this is the last set. You don't have to completely fill the canvas because the paint, when we swipe it, will mostly cover the canvas. But anyway, so we're going to just use up the paint that's there. So okay, not too much left, probably just a little bit of green and maybe a tiny bit of purple. I'm hoping that this is going to cover up the canvas well without anything else. I think we've got most of those cups empty. Looks just a touch of purple left. All right. So, oh, looks like I grabbed a little more purple. Maybe that's why we got what we got in the end. Whew, look at a lot of purple at the bottom. Okay. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our white paint and we're going to pour it right along the edge, about 1.5 inches on the top. We're going to make sure that we pour that all the way across and let it go down over the edge as well, because we want it to completely cover that edge. You can also just take your finger and make sure that it covers that edge. Because many times when you do a swipe painting, you don't even tilt it that direction. I did end up doing that. So now we're going to use some saran wrap, or cling wrap as this one is called. And we're going to take that cling wrap and put one end of it into the white paint. Okay, so come around to the end of the table, Christy. And we're going to put it right into the white paint. I think I'm trying to get it flat again there. Okay, actually it looks like I doubled it over. Okay, so go ahead and put it right across there in the white paint, making sure that it's all the way into the white paint. There we go, perfect. Now we're going to gradually pull it right down over that whole rainbow. Oh man, I totally messed it up. Except I didn't. All right, make sure you have something to cover the floor because that definitely went onto the floor. Luckily, I do have something on the floor. All right, now I'm going to get another piece of saran wrap and I'm going to do the last side. Look at how beautiful that is coming out. Look at those cells that are starting to pop up. So beautiful. Wow, it's like the whole thing is cells. All right, so we're going to do the remainder now. Just the part that didn't get done before. Make sure it's right in the white paint and pull it right down over the top. Okay, catching that and putting it in the trash. Okay, once again, it is making some beautiful cells right there, popping up through the white paint. All right, let's give it a second to let those cells form, and we're going to actually give it a little bit of help with the torch and let some of those more cells start to pop up. Usually I give it a little more time, but it looks like I was in a hurry. So we'll just it looks like it's time to start tilting. We want to make sure all the sides are covered. That is what makes your painting so beautiful. And the person who was with me said, there's too much white at the top. So I went ahead and tilted it toward the white part and let some of that white flow off the top. And so really cover that edge. And now I'm going to start tilting to one side, looks like to my left side, and try and get, we want to get those edges, those corners covered as well. Looks like I had a little bit of a red drip on there and I really wanted it to be white there on the corner. So I put a little extra white there, make sure it was flowing down over the corner. Okay, now let's tilt and do those sides. Which side are we going to start with? Okay, let's start with the left side. Now you can you see the purple sort of running a little faster than the other paints? What I'm going to do here is I am going to bring a little bit of the white to the edge of where the paint is. It's not wanting to flow over the edge. So I'm just going to put it right up to the edge of the paint and then watch it go. It's just going to flow right over the edge and it's going to be really pretty. But you can see where those veins of purple are, that they are running a little quicker than the other colors. I'm not sure if it's a little thinner, exactly what, but now I'm going to do the same to this side. I'm going to bring that paint right up to the edge so that the paint will flow over the edge instead of just stopping where the canvas is dry. Okay, so go ahead and tilt it and let's see what it does going this way. Once again, check out that purple section. Really, that's where the movement happens so quickly. Okay, it looks like we're going to tilt downwards and encourage some of that purple to go in a little different direction, and then send it down so that it's getting the bottom edge, and then we'll do a little bit more to the right. Okay, you can see some more cells forming up there. See where the red and the green and the yellow are at the top? It's really pretty. Okay, so we are going to do a bunch of torching now, and I'm going to pause the video and do some more torching, and then I will show you how it turns out at the end. It's going to turn out really pretty. All right, so this is once I had finished the torching. You can see a lot more little cells, some cells with yellow inside the green, some with green inside the yellow. The purple doesn't seem to have really made too many cells, but look at the red and the green inside the red. Wow, that's really pretty. And oh, look at the purple at the bottom. It did make a lot of cells. When I started tilting it toward the top, those cells really just stretched out. Okay, wow, there's some really pretty things happening in this painting. Look at the top. Wow, and the green and yellow just made these huge cells. And the way it flows, you can see it's just beautiful how some of those colors mixed. I hope you enjoyed this painting, and I hope you'll subscribe to my videos and come and watch some more. Thank you very much.